Blessings, everyone. So today we're headed over to the Question Coffee Center. This is located in Gishushu, and here we're going to be taking a coffee tasting master class. So we're headed inside now, and I love the master class so much that I ended up buying this wooden coffee serving tray. It is just the cutest thing that I've seen, and the Q obviously is for the branding for Question Coffee. But if you're interested in learning more about the history of coffee and how it's made, stay tuned. Let's get into it. Question Coffee is powered by 30,000 Rwandan women farmers. They have an innovative profit-sharing model in which women coffee farmers receive an above-market price for the purchase of their green coffee, and they then receive additional value from the roasted product that pays for trainings as well as household tools and assets the farmers choose that improve their quality of life. The trainings and additional incentives result in farmers better understanding on how to produce quality coffee and increase their yields. On this map of Rwanda, you can see all different provinces and regions of Rwanda where they are growing and developing coffee. These are the darker sections. So there is a lot of variety and a lot of areas that grow coffee here in Rwanda. In class, we will be tasting coffee from 4 different provinces. Each has its own distinct flavor profile.
We start as a cherry, which is this you see here.
Okay.
And you can see that in the cherry, you squeeze, you get 2 beans. And it needs to be dried as this.
Okay.
Then they plant it, which means 1 seed produce 1 tree. So the way they plant it, they prepare a plot, and then when they're planting it, they make sure they put distance.
Okay, so when they grow,
you have to be spaced. So this can produce 1 tree, 1 tree, 1 tree. So after that couple of months, this is what happened to it.
Okay, so this is the tree forming here.
Yeah, tree forming, rising up. So as we have the sample garden that have random like tree of coffee, so we are going to go out.
So this is a coffee tree?
Yes, it's a coffee tree, and we have this one here.
Okay. So this is the larger size?
It depends on the variety, because you can see this one have the cherry, while it's still like a baby.
Yeah, the
So
cherries.
the larger doesn't matter, but what matters is ripening of the cherry.
Okay.
So we was on the stage number 1. So after it been growing like this way, after 4 months, the coffee is like strong enough. They put in the container like this.
Okay.
And then keep pouring water in the morning, evening. And then it spend in nursery about 10 months maximum. And it could be also be a year before they put it into a permanent place like this.
Okay.
So after that, it's been planted. So you wait 3 years. So that your coffee tree will start blossom, flowering, starting giving unripe cherry. And when it's ripe, you see it turn the color.
So it's 3 years to get to this stage?
Yes.
Okay.
Also,
Okay. So after 3 years, you can then take off the cherries?
Yes, what we call harvesting.
Harvesting, yeah. Okay, interesting.
So the way we do harvesting for us in Rwanda is hand picking, hand selecting, hand selecting.
Okay.
So you can see you have the farmer here who's selecting the ripe cherries. So as part of the program is training them to maintain highest quality, which means they have to look for the color. So we provide the bracelet. As you can see, she's wearing the bracelet, which say pick ripe cherry, have the color of the bracelet. So this is how we pick coffee.
So the green is not ripe?
Yeah, it's not ripe.
So
we wait
only
until
the red.
ripe.
Okay.
And you can even see. So it's like this. this. So
Okay.
I would say that I'm just harvesting the red cherry. Matching.
Yeah, matching.
So after harvesting them, what happens is processing them. So here are the pictures that say this is unaccepted, this is accepted one. Overripe,
This is unaccepted?
unaccepted, because there is overripe and underripe with it. And this one have hull, which means they've been insect or bugs that eat them, which is not considerable to harvest them, because when you process them, you have what we call defect. Yes.
And overripe we know because it's too dark?
Yes, too dark.
Okay.
And the ripe is on a yellowish and green.
Okay.
And we have this one. Here is a sorting to make sure that there is no underripe or overripe.
Okay.
And also after doing this, the processing start. Remember I told there's what we call natural, honey, washed. Those are the process. For the natural, they just pick this cherry and sun dried. So as the cherry have some sticky sweetness, we have this experience how the coffee tastes like in the lab, and it's been like dried and soaked to the coffee beans, which make natural coffee to have sweetness, floral and fruity in terms of flavors. Yeah. And for the honey, this is the next. So this is the popping machine. Machine do this. I'm sorry. Then you have this.
What is this?
The coffee beans.
The extraction?
Depuffing. After you depuff, what you get? It's a beans. Let's see if we can get some.
Yeah.
Sticky and you have sweet taste.
This one there. Yeah. Interesting. So then they break the shell, they take that out.
Yes, then they dry it. So as you see, it was sticky, so this been dried and soaked to the beans. That's why it's called honey. When it's been dried, it look like it's covered with honey.
Okay.
And for the worst, this is what happened. They put into the water tank, washing it until the sticky sweetness is been removed.
Okay.
And drying.
Okay, the drying. How long does the drying process take?
Depends on the process. For the natural, 3 to 4. Honey, 18 days, depending to the climate. And also worst, 15. So you understand, if the coffee cherry has been dried with the whole package, so it will take a longer. If it's been washed, of course, the time is going to be low. Yes. Here's drying process. It must be someone.
So this one you said 3 to 4.
3 to 4 weeks is natural.
3 to 4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. This is all about days 18, 15 days.
Okay.
Mixing up and down to make sure that the heat, sun radiation reach everywhere. If you leave it that way without doing anything, the top one crack.
Now, what happens if it's like left out too long? Does it get
The moisture content is being dropped down. Will be too dry.
Too dry?
Because there is a moisture meter where they use it to see how humidity that is inside or moisture that is into the coffee. So they sun dry it until it drops to 30 moisture content into the coffee.
Okay.
Yes. And after here, there's what we call milling. I think we'll be looking this while we go back to the lab.
Okay.
Where we see the process, unless if you have a question here on the farm.
Yeah. I thought the trees would be,
Really
but they usually stay this height.
No, you can also meet with some. It doesn't have to exceed 2 meters. The more it go up, it means like when the coffee tree eats, most of the nutrients go on the new leaves. So you find that the cherry that is in the middle, it doesn't have the healthy. So that's why when it reaches to the 2 meters, they make sure they carry it on the top.
Okay.
So that they're still harvesting or taking care of the cherry that is in the middle.
Okay.
So the nutrients will last go to the branches.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can let me stand next to the. You can take me on your camera. Stand next to it so I can see. Okay.
You can even try to harvest and see. Harvest. Take some cherry. Yes.
Ooh, these ones look
A little bit
dark.
overripe.
Yeah. Would this be considered too dark?
Yeah, but what can tell you that is overripe is using water floating them. So when it's floating, means you have low quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that one is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus this one, way too dark. So we cracked open the cherries and we found 2 seeds inside this one, and they're very sweet. So you're gonna, after this has been dried, you crack it open. And you get this nice green seed, which is the green coffee.
Yes.
So then this becomes this batch. And then you roast it, and then it becomes this darker batch.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very interesting. Now we're gonna head into the tasting portion of the coffee masterclass. I've written all 4 provinces on this piece of paper, and I'll be rating it according to taste, aroma, flavor, all of that. All right, multi-two, I would say. So this is for Gisuma. I have these ones here, just for this one. Okay.
And this is classification of the. So when you say something sweet, this is the range. Fruity, floral, sweet, nutty, cocoa, or something. So when you reach for, maybe let's just say it's fruity, it could be berries, dried, others. So which is this?
Okay.
So it can be like expert, say it's berry. So if you're able to say, oh, like blackberry or raspberry, that's okay. But if you also can say it's fruity, sometimes it becomes very hard to say which kind of fruit, but you have this impression like this is fruit. You only write this. But if you can say maybe prune or something, it can
That's
be
better.
Yeah.
Okay. So next we have, this is pronounced Nim?
NYM.
NYM.
It's actually Nyampinga.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nampinga.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This one is more fruity. Fruity. So this one, I would say more berry, fruity. Let me smell again. It does have like some smoke to it. Toast. A bit spicy, I would say too. I don't smell any of these notes in it, but definitely maybe a little bit of floral.
Just pick.
A slight floral. Yeah. Okay. This one is like in between these two. Tuk. Tuk is in between Nim and Gisuma.
Okay.
So this one is definitely earthy, malty, a little carbony, I would say. Toast, smoke. This one has a hint of leather as well. I would say musty too. No. It's like a little. It has a little bit of fruity, just a little. Okay, and then this one. Woo! That one is nobody's joke, eh?
Sure.
Wow, that one is strong. That's the strongest one, huh?
That's the flavor.
Whoa. Malty. Nutty, earthy, spicy. Hey, a little bit of caramel, chocolate, a little, a little, what is, I put vanilla. What is this one, Heidi?
Yeah, like smell of animal.
Animal, This one will wake you up in the morning, okay?
Sure.
That one will kick you into high gear. Leather, okay. Pepper, yes. All right. Okay. Ooh, I feel awake just smelling that. So now that we have gone through each region and we have rated the coffee based on smell alone, we are now moving into the tasting portion of the coffee masterclass. So here she is pouring into each of the mugs boiling water so that we can taste each region. And you will notice for each region or province, there are 3 cups because 1 cup is not enough to make a absolute determination as to your final thoughts on the taste, aroma, and flavor. So you will see each region has 3 cups so that you're able to taste 3 different cups that will give you your final thoughts on the flavor profile for each region.
So today, or most of the class, this is what happened. We do this experience of 1 to 2 hours, and yes, your feedback, your comment, what do you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think you explained everything very well. And I particularly learned a lot, I think, about the processing of the bean, from start to finish.
Yes.
And the difference in the quality and of taste from the different regions. I think that was very important. On the back wall, there was a lot of beautiful baskets hanging, and each of the baskets were different according to the region. These regions represent areas where coffee is grown in different parts of Rwanda. And you will see here the coloring of each region is based on the coffee taster wheel. So on the taster wheel, you have different colors that represent whether the coffee is sweet, whether it's spicy, whether it's acidic, all of that. So each region has colored their baskets according to the specific flavor profile that their coffee has for their region. And I thought that was very creative. It was not only beautiful to look at, but it had meaning behind it according to the coffee taster wheel. So in the event you're looking for a specific flavor profile, you can actually visually look at these baskets and get a sense as to whether or not this region's coffee would be a good fit for your palate or not. I am thoroughly impressed with this. I thought it was just the most beautiful thing to look at. Here is a small sampling of the different regions' coffee. In these little coffee bags here, you will see that they have the name of the region printed on the outside, and each one has a distinct flavor profile. So once you've tasted something that you like, every time that you come back to question coffee, you know which one to buy each time. So I have to say I enjoyed this coffee masterclass. I would definitely recommend it. It was very informative and enjoyable. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.